Weekend edition. Now, recently, UWEZO launched what it calls Assessment of Life Skills and Values Activities Program, and the program is centered around enhancing parental roles in improving learning outcomes among children in the country. And tonight we look to see how parents are embracing this program, and joining us for this conversation is Pius Patrick Akol, a trainer as well as a participant of the Alive Parental and Community Engagement Activities. Good evening to you, Patrick, and thank you for joining us.
Good evening, Peduna. I'm happy to be here.
A pleasure. So let us just start off with number one, reminding our viewers what the Alive program is and what your experience has been as a trainer.
We launched this program the end of May, and the life skills basically is we intended to engage with the parents to ensure that they play a role, because the Alive program is an East African initiative. What is happening here in Uganda is also happening in Tanzania, Kenya and Zanzibar. So the purpose is really to create an awareness on the importance of life skills, and life skills simply means this adaptive and adaptive behaviors that we need to live positively, and so that you can be able to navigate through these life challenges.
Okay, so if I may ask, what specific life skills are you emphasizing for children, and what was the criteria, or why did you choose to put emphasis on those particular skills?
For now, life skills are really broad, but in them we have so many of them. We have critical thinking, we have problem solving, but in this particular one we are focusing on problem solving. Why? Because in 2022 we had an assessment of life skills and values in which the performance was really so poor. We only had about 3% of the learners who were assessed between 13 to 17 years being able to demonstrate those competencies. So that, to put it in perspective, that means that in Uganda's case, that was really trailing. If you had the adolescents or young people, if you had about 100 of them, in 100 of them, only 3 had the capabilities to.
That is a worrying number.
That is a worrying number.
And
indeed.
Who is to blame in this case? Okay, not to blame per se, but I mean, for lack of a better word, where do we place the blame? Is it the teachers? Is it the parents? Is it civil society? Is it the government? Where do we place the blame? Well,
the blame may not really go to a specific group of people, but we realize that this is a concerted effort that we all need, and that is why now the Minister of Education in 2020 also now rolled on bringing on what we call the competence-based curriculum, where it is now moving away from the content-based framework to now the skills-based. But also maybe to put a bit of disclaimers, life skills are very important, but we are not saying that parents should now withdraw their children from school. And then also it's not really saying that it's focusing on what we call how to parent. You know, there's a distinction between those two things. And then also the skills themselves talk of examples can be like tailoring, hair braiding, the ones that you see all over that most institutions are trying to offer. So life skills are those skills that basically anybody can train. And how we come in now is because parents, we are missing out. Even when the new curriculum came in 2020, you realize there's a lot of uproar. Parents were asking, we don't understand even the way it is ready.
Because they were not engaged.
Exactly. And we do admit that there was a little bit of that lack of maybe adequate consultation. But now, life skills can be trained by anybody. And to interest you, life skills, in a sense, with a growing body of evidence, suggests that when the learners, with children, adolescents, are equipped with these life skills, it also contributes to their better performance. So I think that is something good for us to continue with the campaign. So this Alive campaign, which is a bigger program under the RELI, the Regional Education Learning Initiative of East Africa, is trying to push for that. So in Uganda, basically, we've selected some districts in the region, representative. We have one in Tororo, we have one in North, in Oyam district, then we have two, that is Shema and then Kanungu in the western Uganda, and then also we have a representation in Kampala here, which is Kampala itself, and then Mukono. So maybe I know the next question would be, what are those insights that are coming out? So moving around the regions, well, the program, its objectives were really to create that awareness, okay? And then because the approach of delivery is, the parents were selected through our partners in the district, and then we had to, we selected a date in which they are supposed to be engaged. So you find that each district, each region has its dates that they have scheduled, and then for about 2 hours, parents engage in a specific topic. This campaign is running for 10 weeks, and we are almost coming to the conclusion of most of them. But so far, there has been sort of a realization by them, parents themselves admitting that, well, they were shutting down the question of why, particularly, and that is the curiosity, where children are asking, but why, mommy, why is this? You could also be going home, for example, and then your child can tease you, mommy, are you able to get into TV and then we see you? So those sort of questions that are puzzling, but in most cases they are shut down. And when you shut them down, then you stifle the development of these cognitive muscles that are needed for the child to ask and understand why certain things.
So, Patrick, listening to, as we conclude the conversation, listening to what you have said, the program has very, very beautiful, initiatives that you are, putting out there. But is it a sustainable form of, keeping a learner in school or improve their learning outcomes? Is it sustainable as we conclude the conversation? Yeah,
it is sustainable in the sense that
we are in a technology-driven society.
Yes, it is sustainable in the sense that because there has been that missing link, missing link between the learners and then, the parents' involvement. So here we are now bringing on board the parent. That was missing in the ecosystem of child nurturing, particularly, as I said, the problem solving in this case. So that has been missing, but also we have also seen some sort of unintended consequences through these very groups, like in Kabohe, in Shema. Now parents have decided to say, well, let us form, in this group of ours, let's form a village saving and VSLA, where they will now continue to support other parents, but also that awareness that has been created. They are now appreciating and supporting and modeling children while at home.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Pius Patrick Akol, a trainer from Alive Parental and Community Engagement Activities, getting to emphasize the role that you as a parent has in ensuring that your child does excel in their education, but also learn how to navigate life's challenges. And with that, we do move on with NTV Weekend Edition.